Hello there everyone and welcome back to Coding Rail. Now today we are going to see binary search. As I told you in my previous video that we are going to see binary search also. Now this video is related to binary search. So let's get started. Here we have number of array that is in the integer form. We will store it in int array. As you can see, the length is 9. Now we have to search a particular number in this array. For that we need to sort it in a ascending order. For that we will use sort method of arrays class. Now it will look like this. Next, here we have sorted array with index value form. Now here we have to take some component like first, mid and last. First should be always 0 initially and last should be depend on the length. Length minus 1 is our last value, that is our last index point, and with the help of these both variable we will find mid value, that is nothing but average of these two value. Now as you know that we are taking everything in a integer form, so it will not going to take any decimal value, it will convert into integer format. So here we have first value is 0 and last value 8, the average is 4, that is our mid value. Now here let's suppose we need to find 7 and in the second case will be 2. Here we need to find it 7 and in the second case we will find 2. Now first let's check for 7. Here we need to check the number is greater than its mid value or less than or equal to. Here we need to check these three conditions. Now in the first case the n value is greater than its mid value, that is 5, so 7 is greater than 5. Now in this case we will take only these part, and for that we need to start our index from this position. For that we need to change our first value. First value will be mid plus 1 because we know the number that we want to find in this array that is appearing after mid value. Now next it will look something like this. First will be 5 and last will be 8, and in the case 2 n is less than mid value, so last will be mid minus 1. The same concept we are taking in the second case, we are taking this section, so we will make our last value mid minus 1, so it will look something like this. So now we will find, in this case we will find 2 only in this section, and for 7 we will find 7 only in this section. So let's see how. Now this is our the new sections in an array, we will find only in this section. So here is our new mid value, we need to check, now here every time whenever we divide our array in a smaller section, we need to reinitialize our mid value with new first and last value. So here the mid value will be 6, that is the average of first and last value, and the mid index value is 7, that is nothing but equal to n. Yes, so here we found our number. Now in the second case the same concept, mid value is 1, that is average of first and last, and that is equals to n value, number found. So this is the concept. Whenever we want to find a number with the help of binary search, we have to first sort it in ascending order, then we need to check every time whether number is appearing right side of the mid value or in the left side of the mid value. So let's see in the program section how we will implement it in a program. Now here I have created one Java class with integer array, and I have taken the length of this array. Now we want the number that we will find in this array. For that we will create scanner class, because we will take that number from the user side. Let's import it. Now we have to create object of this scanner class. Here we have, let's print some message for user. Enter any number. That number we will store in n variable. Yes, now we have the number that we will find in this array. And the next step is, as I told you in my PPT section, we need three component to work with binary search. That is first, mid, and last. We will work on these three variables. Now here, initially the first value will be always 0, because our index start from 0, and last depends on length of our array. That is length minus 1 is our last value, that is our last index point, this one. Now for mid value we will take average of these two values. Now here we have our main component for binary search. Let's check the condition. If the n, that number we will find in this array, if this number is greater than array mid value. Mid value is nothing but this middle value. Okay, so if this condition is true, that means our number is appearing in the right side of the mid value. For that we need to update our variable called first, and that will be mid plus 1. Else if that number is equal to array of mid value, that means we successfully found that particular number in this array. For that we will just simply say number found, or number was found. And the last condition, if the n number is less than array mid value, that is n is appearing on the left side of the mid value, in that case we will change our last value with mid minus 1. Now this section is the important part for the binary search. Okay, now here we have to repeat it for multiple time. Once we will get the number that we are finding in this array, we will just break this loop. But what if the number is not present in this array? For that, let's take count variable and increment it if the number was found. And here we will check if count is equals to 0, that means the number was not in that array. So we will print a simple message that number was not found. Yeah, that's it. But now this program is not completed yet. First we need to convert our array into ascending order. For that we will use array class and sort method. sort method is a static method of arrays class. Now our array is in the ascending order. Let's run it. Let's print 33. Number was found. 22. Number was found. And 66. Number was found. What if any random number that is not in this array, 12? See, it's still running continuously because we are breaking the loop once we got that number in this array. But here you need to observe that we are incrementing our first value always and decrementing the last value. Okay, now here we need to give condition if the first is less than or equal to last value. If there is no value present in this array, that means the first value will be greater than our last value. Okay, so here we need to check it, because sometime we will get first value, last value and mid value as equal, and the first value will be always less than the last value if the number is present. So let's run again. We will enter the same number and it will say number was not found. So this was the main concept for binary search. I hope you understood it. I know this is a little bit complex concept, but if you practice it, that will be easy for you. Then you will get it easily. So I hope you like this video. If you did, then please hit the subscribe button, share it with your friend. Let's see you in the next video. Take care and bye bye.